Hey guys, silver, gold, food, which one's going to do the best in the Thunderdome? I got this question of the day on Sage News' channel. I'm pretty sure most of you guys follow Sage. If you don't, I'll put a link right up here. He's got a cool show. Got to put my mic up here. He's got a cool show. He's kind of a logistics expert. He talks about shipping. He was really on top of the shipping debacle and trucking, and he's a trucking dispatcher, something like that. But yeah, check him out. And I got the question there from one of the other guys that was on the Zoom talk. And it was, why is silver worth anything? And it's a good question. You know, you can't eat it. I get that. But we have to go back to Venezuela or Germany or any other society that has experienced inflation, which eventually turned into hyperinflation, which eventually turned into the total collapse of whatever currency it is. Every one of them, every single one of them failed. Hit the like and subscribe button because it'll help push this out because people are not seeing this. And here I really don't want to talk doom and gloom this morning. I want to try to lift you guys up, and I want you to have the most awesome day ever. Because I see people every day on YouTube sit down and go, okay, everything's bad, and nobody's going to do good. That's not true. We've got to enjoy these good times, because if you don't enjoy the good times, why would you even want to go through the bad times? So enjoy every day we have before we get there. But make no mistake, don't stick your head in the sand, because it's coming. Germany's experiencing 20 to 50% food price hikes overnight. I got that story from, actually, David Morgan sent it to me. And most everybody covered it before I got it. And I don't really know if that's something that should be shouted from the rooftops. It seems like just par from the course, you know. Peru is experiencing riots in the street over food prices. These things always happen somewhere else. You remember back in the pandemic when it was always somewhere else? And I tried to bring it to light here where I live. That's about the time I was starting to think about a YouTube channel, because I said, hey, this is coming, you know, get ready. We'll worry about that when it gets here. You just do, you know, go away. You know. And then it's like, Bitcoin. Hey, Bitcoin seems like it could do something good. Oh, yeah. I like to hold my money. You just get shut down when you bring something up, and it's really annoying. Now, I've got the opportunity to warn people about food prices, and I'm going to try to do this through talking about Venezuela, talking about Germany, and stuff like that. So, in Venezuela, gold in like 2017, and don't quote me on this, and if you guys have experienced hyperinflation, please put it in the comments if you know anything about it, and I'll actually get on here and share those comments to the community, because it kind of helps to hear from people that are like-minded, that have lived through something like this. And because the more people that do good, the good people that do good, we're going to do that much better, because good people help each other. Makes sense? So gold was like 11,500 boulevards, or I don't know how to say it, in Venezuela. Well, after the hyperinflation, and probably 18 months later, 16 months later, after they had, you know, it was real quick, the price of gold was $300 million an ounce. So it went from 11,500 to 300 million. It's like a 25,000x. Okay, so, you know, gold did good. Well, it's hard to denominate things in the currency that's dying. I see it here all the time. Our currency's dying, and we're still talking about what the price of gold or silver or food and stuff like that should be. But it's hard to denominate it. I mean, what price are you going to sell your gold and silver at? Well, if they magnify the money problem by 100 times, there's no telling. You can't denominate it in that anymore. You got to get back to solid money that there's a finite amount of. And Bitcoin might be one of them one day after the collapse. I kind of think that it's got a rocky road ahead of it, but we'll see. So let's get back to food. So during the hyperinflation in Venezuela, food did about a 4,000x to a 6,000x, not a percent. Like $20 didn't get a 400% and go to $80. It did the $20 bill, let's say something cost $20, it did a 5,000 times $20. So that is truly a dying currency. I mean, that's the fast track. But I cannot help but think it could possibly be that way here. And I know, man, I'm gonna get some hate in the comments, but I'm speculating. I'm trying to keep an open mind of how it's going to happen because there's so much of our currency, this cheap, debased nothing, scattered all over the world. And we have to take it. The United States has to take their currency. They can do like Russia and not take anybody else's currency, but they're going to take theirs. So when these people that live abroad say, oh, the dollar doesn't buy half of what it used to, let's send them back over here and buy up real estate and food and everything else. That is possible. If I'm thinking about it wrong, straighten me out in the comments because I'm trying to work through this just like you guys are because nobody knows 100% for sure what's going on except that the dollar is dying 100% and we're running out of food. You better have some. Okay, with a smile because we got to stay happy and we got to, we're going into this thing knowing what's happening. We're not going to be blindsided like 95% of everybody else. So here's the deal. Food is going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go up 5,000% X. That's hard for me to think about that. 5,000X. And if it does, gold possibly will go up 300,000X. If history from the last time it happened does anything. And it might not look just like that. I get it. We're the world reserve currency. It will be different. Venezuela has their own problems. But just so you know, they're still clipping off gold jewelry. They're still shaving it. They're trading it for haircuts and stuff. You remember all that stuff about 5 or 6 months ago that was happening over there. Well, they're still doing that, and they're actually starting to flatline at the bottom a little bit. And it actually looks like a pretty good investment opportunity if we were capable of investing over there because they've kind of hit the bottom, and they might creep along and start to go do good again. We'll see. I'm going to go share something on my community page because I just thought of something. Ray Dalio did a video about cycles, about how these cycles happen and the powers that be intersect, have a war, and then they trade off. And it looks just like we're on the decline to intersect with China, possibly Russia and other countries. And we might be down there one day. I'm not saying we're going to go to Venezuela, but we don't know. But what we do know is this stuff performs well every time, regardless. All fiat currencies die. And I want you to have an awesome, awesome day. Y'all have a great day. I got to go. If you have any questions, comments, if you want a cup, they're expensive. I'm sorry. I tried to get them at $38 and that's not paying me anything. I don't think, maybe $1 or $2, but you got to get the cup, engrave it. And I'm not really selling them to make money. I'm selling them because I like them and I want you to have one. I think they're $38 or $40. I'm letting my wife run that because I do not have time to stick it in a box. I told her let's not do it because there's just no money in it and I don't have time for it. She's like, no, I want people to have a cup. I was like, well, if that's what you want to do it. But I'll throw a little clip of my mother engraving it so you'll know it's done here. I don't know where the heck the cup's made, but it's stainless. I guess that's good. Y'all have an awesome day. Later.